welcome to Power Yoga. My name's Dulcie. Let's get started in Child's Pose. So your knees come out wide towards the edge of the mat and your toes come to touch. Send your hips back towards your heels. You can come down forward onto your forearms. Maybe even your forehead meets the mat. And if this is hard on your hips, you can always bring your knees closer together. And you can stay lifted onto your forearms, whatever is most comfortable for you. Just taking a time in here to breathe. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And a deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Maybe getting to your mat was the biggest battle. And now you're here. So just take it 1 minute at a time. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And open your mouth, exhale like you're fogging up a mirror. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, walk your hands to the left side of your mat. Keep that right hip towards the right heel and stretch out that right side body. Keep breathing. Take another inhale, and on your exhale, walk your hands to the right side of your mat, stretching out the left side body, keeping that left hip down towards the left heel. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, come back to center, plant your hands on the mat, come up to your knees for a tabletop pose. Hands below the shoulders and hips and knees line up together. Take a deep breath in, press your belly button towards the floor, look up. Cow pose. Round your spine, look down to your knees, cat pose. Think of an angry cat at Halloween. Again, belly button towards the floor, hips go up, look up, and then round your spine, look at your knees, and then exhale to a neutral table. If you need to take some organic movement here, go ahead. Roll your ankles, pop your toes, roll your hands and wrists, anything that might feel good to you before we start to move. Then inhale your right leg back. Flex your foot like you're leaving a footprint on the wall. Then left hand extends out in front of you. Find some balance here. Use your core. Activate it by pressing that belly button back towards the spine. And if you've got your balance and you want to add to this, you can connect your knee to elbow and then back out. And if you don't want to connect, you can just hold this right here. Knee to elbow, out. Knee to elbow, out. Now, bend that knee, reach back and grab for your foot if you can. And you can just press that heel towards the glute and enjoy that quad stretch. Or you can start to kick in towards that hand and really start to arch your back a little bit. Stretching out that front hip flexor. Release down to neutral table. The other side. Press that left foot back, heel towards the wall. So you're really pressing through that heel, flex the foot. Reach the right hand out long in front of you and hold. Find your balance. Really engage the core. Really press that belly button towards the spine. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Connect knee to elbow if you've got your balance. And out. Then back out. Hold and bend your knee. Reach back and grab for that foot if you want to take it. Up to you. Pressing the heel towards the glute, or you're kicking into that hand, which leads your chest to be lifted, and you're stretching out the hip flexor on the left side. Release your hands to the mat, knee goes back down. Curl your toes under, send your hips up high, downward facing dog. First down dog of class, so you might want to pedal at your feet here. Find a little movement in your dog. Loosening up the hamstrings. Send your chest back towards the thighs. Keep the knees bent, that feels good. Spread your fingers out wide. Use the entire hand, including your fingertips. Pressing into the fingertips will relieve some of the pressure off of your wrists. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Find some stillness in your dog. You're making an upside down V with your body. And your knees can stay as bent as you need them to be, or you can go straight. And your heels may or may not ever touch the floor, and that's okay too. Deep breath. Always coming back to the breath if you ever start to feel a little bit out of breath or out of control. Slowly walk those hands backwards to the feet. Find ragdoll pose, so grab for your elbows here. Bend your knees as much as you need to so that you can rest your belly on your thighs and hang heavy. You're going to start to tip your body weight towards the ball of your feet. Naturally doing that because your head is hanging heavy and you have body weight positioned over your toes. You can sway side to side. Now, lower both hands towards the floor. Bend your left knee and place that left elbow on the knee or flat on the floor. Inhale, the right hand reaches. Twisting that torso, try to straighten the right leg. And if you want, you can look up. You can even take a wrap behind your back if that feels good on your shoulders. Exhale, switch. So right knee bends, right elbow rests, left hand reaches up. Opening the torso to the left side of your mat. Straighten the left leg. Take a wrap. Exhale, unwind, hands towards the floor. Inhale to a halfway lift. So your hands are resting on your shins. Your back is flat and the crown of your head is facing the front of your mat. Belly button is in. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. You can always keep your knees bent in forward folds. Inhale, all the way up. Extended mountain pose. So you're reaching towards the ceiling. Keep your feet grounded into the mat. Keep the belly button in and the glutes in tight, protecting the back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands out to a high plank. I'm going to show you the 4-part flow sequence. We'll start with the modifications. So you're coming down to your knees, lower down halfway. Your elbows and your shoulders are in line. Then you inhale, upward facing dog. Chest comes through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Another modification. You come down to your knees. Then you lower your chest to the floor, keeping your hips lifted. Then you swing those shoulders up, chest comes through, and back to down dog. The amplified version of this is high plank, rocking forward onto onto the balls of your feet. Lower down halfway, chaturanga, staying lifted. Flip to the tops of your feet, upward facing dog, chest comes through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whichever version you choose is up to you. Listen to your body. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Moving quicker now. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, walk or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, and flow. That's a sun salutation egg. We'll do that again. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, and flow. If at any time you need to skip the flows, just meet me in downward facing dog, no problem. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Step the right foot forward, spin the back foot around parallel to the back of the mat. Warrior two. Bend that front knee so it's tracking over the front ankle. Take a peek at your big toe. You should be able to see that on the inside of that right knee. Arms reaching out in front of you and behind you, pulling yourself in both directions, but also pushing towards the floor, engaging the arms. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Inhale, reach forward, then reach to the top of your room. Stay low in that lunge, reverse warrior. Exhale, plant your hands, step that foot back, and flow. You can always amplify by keeping one foot lifted on your flows. Inhale, left foot lifts. Step forward, spin the back foot around, warrior two. Your back and front heels should be lined up if you can. If that's not accessible for your hips, you can widen your stance. Press the palms into the floor. Check in with the knee. Should be over that ankle in the front, and you should be able to see your big toe on the inside of that knee. Activate the arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep your core in tight. Always keeping the core in tight. Checking in with yourself. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, reach forward, then reach up towards the ceiling. Reverse warrior. Exhale, plant your hands, step that left foot back, and flow. Great job. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. So you're gonna sit those hips back into your imaginary seat. Tuck your tailbone just enough so it's pointed directly towards the floor and you're not arching the back too much. You want it to be neutral. Reach your hands up towards the ceiling if that's accessible. If not, you can bring your hands to heart center. Totally up to you. Sit low. You don't have to have your feet touching. Sometimes your knees and hips won't allow that. This is not about how it looks. It's about how it feels. Maybe sit an inch lower. Really firing up those legs. Deep breath in and deep breath out. fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Vinyasa flow. Inhale your right leg up. Bend your knee and open your hip. Point that knee up towards the ceiling and the heel towards the glute. Should feel this stretch down the front body. Step forward, warrior two. Check in with your position here. Strong, balanced warrior. Now, tip your hands to 12 and 6, extended angle pose. So you're pulling yourself in multiple directions. You're going up with the left hand. You're reaching towards the floor with the right hand. Crown of your head is facing the front of your mat, and you're staying low in that lunge. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, reach up, reverse warrior. Stay low. Exhale, plant your hands. Step it back and flow. Left leg lifts. Bend your knee, open your hip. Press the heel towards the glute, the knee towards the ceiling. Try to keep your shoulders square to the front of your mat instead of dipping that right shoulder down. Step forward, warrior two. Check in here. Breathe in. Exhale, extended angle pose. So you're reaching up towards the ceiling, towards the floor. I know that you're good at sending yourself in multiple directions during the day. You can certainly reach for the ceiling and the floor right now. Crown of your head facing over to the left. Stay low in that lunge. Check this knee out. Make sure you have it kind of backed off. You want to stay strong here. Making the most of your time. Inhale, reverse. Reach towards the ceiling. Left hand up. Exhale, plant your hands. Step it back and flow. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, walk or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sit those hips down. Breathing into your chair. Now bring your hands to heart center. We're going to twist to the right. So the left elbow comes in between the knees or all the way over on the right knee. Set the hips back, crown of your head facing forward, and you're going to use the leverage between the knees and elbows. Press the palms together, send your chest through. So you're trying to keep your chest lifted, looking over to the right. Deep breath here. Deep breath out. Inhale back to chair. Exhale, hands to heart center, twist to the left. Now you'll notice maybe one side of your body feels better than the other. So if you need to back off on one side, do it, it's okay. Like I said, this is more about how you feel and not what it looks like. Send your hips low, send your chest through, pulling yourself, twisting yourself in multiple directions here. Legs are on fire, you should feel that. Deep breath in, deep breath out, chair pose. Great job. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. We're going to do crow pose. So your hands are going to be shoulder distance apart, and your knees are going to come up into the armpits. And you're going to hinge forward. So if you stay right here with your feet on the floor, that's totally fine. We're starting to build Bringing those knees up into the armpits. Come up onto your tippy toes and lean forward. If you stay right here, that's totally fine. We're starting to build up our arm strength here, so we're gonna stay here. That's what you need. Or you can lift one foot off the mat, or you can lift the other off the mat. And then one day, you're gonna lift them both up, and you're gonna bring those heels up into the glutes, and you'll shoot those feet back, and then downward facing dog. You're gonna work on that quite a bit during this series, so you'll get there and you'll get stronger. It's gonna be good. Deep breath in. We're gonna go through a Warrior 2 series one more time, and then we'll cool down. Hitting it hard in a 30-minute time frame. Right leg lifts. Right knee, right elbow. Use your core. Press it up. There you go. Lean back, three-legged dog. Step forward, Warrior 2. Extended side angle. Reach and pull. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back. Vinyasa flow. Inhale, left leg lifts. Left knee, left elbow. Use your core. Lift. Three-legged dog. Step forward. Warrior 2, open up wide. Send the hips down. Extended side angle. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, plant your hands. Step it back. High plank. Stay in high plank. We're gonna lower ourselves all the way to the floor on our belly. Slow as you can. Keep your hands below your shoulders. Zip up your legs. Press the tops of your feet into the floor. Take a deep breath in first. And a deep breath out. On your next inhale, lift your chest off the floor. Little to no weight in those hands. Baby cobra. Squeeze the glutes in tight. Use your low back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lower down, forehead meets the mat. If you want to bend your knees here, you can windshield wiper them, and that will lower the tension in your low back. We're going to do baby cobra one more time. Plant your feet on the floor. Tops of the feet pressing into the mat. Lift your chest up. Squeeze the glutes. Use that low back. Exhale, forehead to the floor. Bend your knees if you want to windshield wiper your feet. And then swing around onto your seat. We're going to do core every time we work out together. It's very important for your entire body structure to have a strong core front and back. So today we're going to do crunch claps. So lay down on your back. You're going to bring your feet up towards the ceiling and flex them. Your hands come up, and you're going to scissor your legs as you clap in between each one. Okay, your belly button is pressed into the spine. Your spine is into the floor. So don't bring your heels down too far, because then your low back starts to arch and you're going to lose the benefit. So make sure that you're keeping the shoulders lifted and the belly button in, flat spine, suction to the floor. So we're going to go for 90 seconds. Okay? So, ready? Go. Breathe. Work hard. You need to take a break, you can take a break. Almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees into your chest. Great work. Take a big breath in. And exhale it out. Tee your arms off to the side and then fold your knees over to the right. We're going to do a little spinal rotation here. Try to keep the left shoulder down towards the floor. If you want a little bit extra stretch here, take the right hand and just lay it on that left knee, helping it with gravity just a little bit, but only if that feels good. You can also extend the left leg and reach for the toe if that feels good to you. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Take an inhale. And then exhale your knees over to the left. Keeping that right shoulder down on the floor. Breathing in here. Inhale. And then bring your knees back into the center. If you need to rock and roll a little bit, you can. You can find happy baby by grabbing your big toes and sending those knees off to the side of your rib cage. This will neutralize the spine, press it into the floor. Then release those feet to the ceiling, flex them, and slowly lower them down to the floor for Shavasana. Take up as much space on your mat as you would like. Hands can go by your side. Palms facing up as a gift of receiving, or palms facing down with intention of grounding. You can also bring your hands up over your head if that feels good to you. Taking just a minute here of stillness to let your body soak up and absorb all the goodness that you're giving it. Reaping the benefits of your practice and your work. Take 5 deep breaths. Feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you would like, focusing on your breath, inhaling and exhaling. And thank you for coming to class today. As your teacher, it is my hope that you leave your mat feeling better than when you arrived, and I hope that's true for you. I'll see you again next time. Namaste.